Hello, I am Rachel Brnilovich. I am the Clinical Director at the Pennsylvania Autism Action Center, and I'm here today to talk to you about potty training. Potty training is going to be by far one of the hardest things that you are going to do as a parent, whether your kid is on the autism spectrum or not. There are a few key components that I want to talk to you about in case that you're working on potty training during this fabulous quarantine time. The first thing to do is finding motivation. These kids, they're tricky. They are used to just going whenever they need to and you handling everything else. So to teach them where they need to go in a certain spot at certain times can be very tricky. The first thing you want to do is find a reinforcer that's very, very specific to potty training. This reinforcer will only be used during potty training, and they will only get the reinforcer when they go to the bathroom on the potty. It's very important to have one specific reinforcer for this because it's got to be something that they need to know they can get, being that this is such a difficult thing for them to understand. It has to be highly motivating, one of their top reinforcers. If that means you have to go a day or two without a certain toy or food item, then that's what you have to do. I'm very iffy about food items in the bathroom, but when it comes to potty training, all bets are off. You do what you have to do. And sometimes these kids will they will pee in the potty for an Oreo or a chocolate chip cookie. So whatever your kid needs, go with that. Try and make it so that they only get that reinforcer when they are going on the bathroom. Now, the biggest part of potty training is making them go on the bathroom. The first step for that is putting them on a routine. For most kids starting out, we like to put them on a 10-minute routine, and that's very daunting. So as a parent, do not give up just because it's very frustrating and it's hard for your patients. We understand that. But you want to give them 10 minutes and then put them on the potty for maybe 2 minutes. You don't want to put them on the potty for too long, as they typically start to find the potty aversive when they're forced to sit there for so long. So 10 minutes of playing. After those 10 minutes is over, you put them on the potty. Now, when they're on the potty, it doesn't have to be just boring sitting there. We can be singing songs. If you want to bring in a puzzle, they can do a puzzle while they're sitting there. They can play games. If you're going to use the phone or an iPad and watch videos, that is perfectly fine. But I highly recommend holding the video, whether the iPad or the phone, yourself and not letting the kid use it, as they might get too attached to it and then it might be hard for them to come off the potty because they don't want to lose the videos. Now, if they're watching videos while sitting on the potty, they should not be earning it for going on the potty. They should be earning something extra for such a big thing of actually going on the potty. The biggest thing with potty training is that you really just have to catch them. These kids are used to whenever they feel the urge, they gotta let it go. So your goal is to put them on the potty, make it fun and exciting, and they're sitting on the potty, they feel the urge, they go. As soon as you hear that, it is party city. You are singing, you are dancing, you are cheering them on, very, very happy. Have them try and push. You can even tell them like, oh, push out a little bit more, push out a little bit more. But after those 2 minutes, reinforce heavily, let them take a break. Again, 10 minutes of playing, coming back to the potty. After doing that for a day or two, you're gonna start noticing when the time the kids are going to the bathroom. Typically it's 30 minutes after they have a nice drink or after eating, they'll need to go to the bathroom. So then you can start weaning off of those 10 minutes. Now it's 15 minutes of playing, 2 minutes on the potty. Then you can bump it up to 20, 25, going up in increments like that. I recommend not going up more than 30 minutes without at least sitting for the first week or so. This just gets them used to, okay, I have to try. Once they start getting the hang of it, we can bump it up to an hour, 2 hours. Young kids really should be at least trying every 2 hours or so. Now, potty training is not for everyone. The kids need to show us that they're ready. And some key factors with this is if they're wearing underwear and they go to the bathroom, do they notice? A lot of kids will not notice. And if they're not uncomfortable when they pee on their underwear, then they're not going to care whether they pee on the toilet or not, and they're not going to put 2 and 2 together, because to them, they're just peeing to pee. So making sure that your kid understands, if it seems like you've been doing this for a few days and they're not quite understanding it, it might just be that they're not ready for potty training. You should wait a few more months, maybe 3 to 6 months, let their maturity grow a bit, try it again. We never completely stop. You can still take kids to the bathroom and try it out, but you don't want to be on top of it every 10 minutes because that's a lot. If the kids aren't going to get it anyway, then it's a lot of work and it's going to make it potty training aversive for the parents. If at any time you have questions about what's going on or you need a little bit extra help, please feel free to reach out to the Pennsylvania Autism Action Center. Anyone at the center can help you. They might direct you to me. I can answer personal questions if you have that. But just remember, potty training is a very daunting task. It takes a long time and it really wears on your patience. So go into it keeping that in mind. Don't put any pressure on yourself for the kids to really master potty training right away. And then the biggest thing is, once they master peeing on the potty, you get to go and do pooping on the potty, which again, you'll use the same steps by keeping track of when they poop, trying to get them to sit on the toilet for a little bit, making sure that they like sitting on the toilet, and then that heavy reinforcer when they actually go. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to us, and thank you.